Hey sailors, welcome back to Cruising as Crew. My name is Lucy and today we are going to go through 6 things that passengers find really annoying about cruise ships. Cruising. So this video really is for people that have never done a cruise before and they're thinking about doing a cruise. So there's a lot of amazing things about cruises, which is I'm sure why you're considering going on one. However, I did want to go through some of the things that you want to be aware of, because if you're going to get annoyed by anything, it's going to be these, because even people who love cruising get annoyed by these things. Number 1, there is too many people. Now this depends on what cruise line and cruise ship you go on. Obviously, if you go on a Silver Sea ship, for the amount of people that will be cruising on that ship, there is a lot of space. So it is never going to feel crowded or claustrophobic, because I mean you're paying out of the nose for it. However, if you go on like a Royal Caribbean ship or a Carnival ship, they're going to cram as many people as they can onto a ship to make as much money as they can, so it can feel a little bit claustrophobic, especially in like the buffet areas, because a lot of people want to have dinner at the same time, and on most cruise ships the buffet area is the only dining space that is free of charge. So you will find that like if everyone goes for dinner at 7, you're going to be queuing for a long time for your dinner, and it's just going to be really crowded. It might even be hard to find a place to sit and eat. This is one of like the main frustrations that people have, I feel, on a cruise ship. Sometimes it can feel like there are too many people for the space. Number 2, hidden costs. So with cruising, it's very common that you will get charged for a lot once you are on board. So you might pay like £300 to £500 for a cruise, but then you get on board and you realise like, okay, well, we have to buy a drinks package, because that's kind of the cheapest way to have drinks on board, but that could be $100 to $200 extra. Then there's definitely going to be gratuities at the end of your cruise, which goes to like the housekeepers that have been looking after your cabin and various other people. Like I said, the buffet area is really going to be the only space that is free of charge to eat, so if you do want to eat at the restaurants, then you're going to have to pay extra for that. And usually what cruise ships do is they make sure the coffee that is served in the free areas is pretty minging, so you want to purchase the good stuff. And then of course there's excursions. I mean, excursions, it's not really a hidden cost because that is completely your choice whether to do it, but I would say like the drinks packages and the gratuities and stuff like that, if you haven't cruised before, they can be a little bit of a surprise when you get on board. Number 3, the internet. So on pretty much every ship you go on, they will have some kind of internet package that you can purchase. Some of them even offer like basic internet and then a premium internet package. But what I've heard from lots of people across lots of different cruise lines is even when you purchase the premium internet package, it's still not great. And when you are paying that much for premium internet, like you have a certain expectation. But let me just like get it out the way now. Internet on cruise ships is never going to be incredible. It's just not. I mean, maybe it will in the future, but at the moment it'll be hard to find a cruise ship that offers really speedy internet. So people get really pissed off when they pay for an internet package and it doesn't really deliver. It doesn't really hit their expectations. Like it's a bit crap, especially if you can't even send a WhatsApp message. It's like, well, what am I paying for? So the internet is definitely something that people get really pissed off with. Number 4 is going to be photographers. So on most cruise ships they are going to have a photography department. This is a business, so of course they want to sell you photos. So pretty much everywhere you go, there's going to be a photographer from the ship there. You know, when you step off the gangway to go out in port, there's going to be a photographer stopping you, be like, smile. When you get on board and formal nights there, you're going to have photographers asking you if you want a picture. Some people love this, but a lot of people don't want their photo taken. They do not want a camera shoved in their face when they're getting off the ship at 8 in the morning and they're incredibly hungover because they had a late night the night before. So this is something that I hear a lot, that no one really likes the photography department. It's incredibly annoying. It's probably something that you're going to be irritated by, is the photographers. Even though they don't mean any harm and they are just doing their job, it's annoying because If you want a picture, you'll just take one on your phone. Like, that's just the day and age that we're living in now. Photographers are, I'm sorry if you're a photographer on a cruise ship, but it's just annoying. Number 5, queuing. So this kind of ties into number 1 in that there's a lot of people, but number 5, yeah, there are queues for everything. There are queues for the buffet. There are queues when you want to get on and off the ship. If you are doing an excursion, there's going to be a queue for that. There's a queue if you want to go to guest services. There's a queue if you want to go to bingo. Again, because there's so many people in such a small place, there are queues for pretty much everything, which can be super annoying. It's just one of those things. So if you don't like waiting around and you don't like queuing, then that is something that is going to really grate on you. Number 6, sudden change. So when you book your cruise, there will be a clause saying that ports can change at any time and it's up to the captain. So basically you can't say shit if they decide to change a port. And this would happen on my other ship when we would go to Santorini. This would happen every single Santorini because they'd say it would be too dangerous to dock. I mean, looking out the window, it looked fine, but I don't drive a ship. I don't know how dangerous or how not dangerous it was. But people would get like really pissed off because obviously Santorini was a port that people looked forward to a lot. And so then to find out that it had been taken off the itinerary and there was nothing that they could do about it was really frustrating and really disheartening. So this is something that people can get really pissed off with, understandably. But it is going to be a clause when you book the cruise, so just watch out for that. But yeah, I mean, if they decide to change a port or take a port off during your cruise, obviously that can be really frustrating because if you're, you know, if you book this cruise like a year in advance and you're looking forward to that, then yeah, it can be really annoying. But anyway, guys, those are the 6 things that people find the most annoying about being on a cruise. If you have something else that you find annoying that I haven't mentioned, then please let us know in the comments what that is. I would be really interested to know. And yeah, if you have any questions or video suggestions, you can also leave them down in the comments. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, whatever you decide to do. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye!